This is the 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 4MATIC. Actually, we reviewed a 2016 one, so this one is the facelift version of that. You can watch that video if you click right up there. What has changed? Well, back in 2016, we complained that there was some rattle coming from somewhere here on the dash. And let me tell you, it's much better now, but it's still there. So hold on to that, we're going to discuss later. The latest GLC looks nice without really standing out of the crowd. It has a nice grille with chrome accents, nice LED headlights, really good looking wheels. But the thing is, at the rear bumper, it has a diffuser, which looks really funny right next to the totally fake exhausts. I have to say, decisions like this do take a nick on the overall seriousness of the curb appeal. Inside, it's conservative but functional. I like it, it's elegant, it's clean. Even though this one has the analog instrument cluster, which I don't mind at all actually. It has a screen right in the middle that's functional enough for what I need. Of course, you can upgrade that to a fully digital one to then match the very nice screen on the center of the dash. The materials used inside are mostly nice and soft to the touch. They seem very high grade, but the choice of overlaying these trims on top of each other kind of backfires, as when you squeeze them, they creak like an old lady's bones. Also, on the move, today it's warmer, so it's not really happening, but a few days ago it was pretty cold, and I could still hear some minor creaking and rattling coming from the center of the dash. I put my hand right here in the middle and I squeezed down as I was going over bumps. It kind of reduced the rattling. Honestly though, if this was my car and I paid this money for it, and this would have happened, I would be back at the dealership asking for them to fix it. You don't pay Mercedes money to hear rattling interiors. Sorry. Again, this one is very much improved, but it's still not perfect. Technology is great. You have an abundance of driving assistance goodies, including lane change assist and 360 cameras. You have the very good MBUX infotainment, which is complicated, but it is cutting edge. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but only wired, which is not ideal for 2021. You do get a wireless charging tray down here and lots of USB-C ports, but next time, please wireless Apple CarPlay. The GLC is quite roomy. The seats are very comfortable and visibility is great. You also have the nice dual sunroof to shine some light inside, and the rear seats have good legroom and really good headroom. 3 adults should fit with no issues, and their luggage should fit in the trunk as well. The power liftgate reveals 550 liters of trunk space, which is perfect for the class. The GLC is powered by a peppy 2.0-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine. It makes 255 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, and it's made it to a really good 9-speed automatic transmission, and it can hit 100 kilometers an hour in a claimed 6.2 seconds. Let's see if we can match that. And no, we have 6.9 seconds, and that was pretty much the best launch we could do. Performance is really good. I mean, once you put your foot down with determination, the gearbox downshifts really quickly, the car starts moving at a really decent pace. I keep saying really because it's really more than enough. Honestly, performance is great when you give it some pain, but even when you calm down and you drive it relaxed in comfort mode, it feels like a rubber band with all that torque pulling you from as low as 1800 RPM. In all honesty, if you're not looking for a sporty vehicle, the power plant is more than you need. The power from it is more than adequate. The engine doesn't get too noisy when redlined, and the transmission shifts quickly and smoothly, so I really like it. Fuel economy isn't bad, but it's definitely not class leading. You'll be averaging about 10.4 liters per 100 kilometers if you don't have a very angry foot. In Europe, the GLC 300 actually gets a mild hybrid system, which gives an additional 14 horsepower and obviously helps with coasting and a bit of fuel economy and start-stop. In North America, we don't get that anymore, and actually in Canada, we don't even get the hybrid version anymore. You can get that in the States though. You can get a two-wheel drive GLC 300 without the 4MATIC, and you can get the GLC 300E, which is the hybrid. Ride comfort is good, but it gets even better at speed. Despite having tires with the same amount of meat as Kim's rear end, it still gets a little bit bouncy at low speeds, just a tiny little bit. It's not uncomfortable, but it's a bit harder than you would expect it to be. Handling is safe and predictable, but it doesn't really like being punished in the same way like a BMW X3 or an Audi Q5 would. This one is a little bit more chill. It likes to keep its posture like an authentic, classy person. And that's exactly what the overall driving experience feels like. The car is quiet, very well insulated in terms of soundproofing. It's a very smooth ride. Like everything is soft. Like the steering is light and soft. The pedals are soft. The seat is soft. It's buttery smooth. Like the rolling quality is great. It's just a very refined vehicle. So when you put it in like Sport Plus or whatever and you start giving it some pain, it doesn't really match its overall character. This is a kind of vehicle that, you know, a more elegant person is expected to drive, I think. If you push hard, it will lean and understeer till you ease off and allow the chassis to balance itself out. The brakes are not bad, but it's disappointing to see Mercedes use a single piston caliper in the front. I just love the 4-pot Brembos they used to use, and I wish they used them here as well. The steering wheel isn't only light and soft, but it's also pretty big, I think. At least it feels that way. It fills the hands nicely, and it makes the GLC a very easy car to drive around town. And you can also take advantage of the 3,500 pounds or 1.5 tons of towing you can do in this thing. So you can pull your boat or whatever you like pulling. Now, off-road, it will go as far as any other SUV of the category will go. This one, however, has this plastic cladding around, so it kind of is scratch resistant. So it will try to follow you. Like, let's say you want to do kayaking. So it will come almost next to the river if it's not too, too off-roady. It will go to the mountain, like if you have mountain bikes and, you want to go cycling. So it will be able to go on dirt roads. So it will follow you towards your adventures. I don't think it will go very far with you, but it wouldn't say no, I think. It's funny, in Europe, they advertise it as a off-roader. Here in North America, not that much. Prices in Canada for the GLC 300 4MATIC start at $49,900. The vehicle we have here today as tested is $63,365. As we mentioned before, in the US, you can get a cheaper two-wheel drive model or the more expensive hybrid. Overall score is 8 out of 10 for this soft and cozy SUV. For a sportier drive, I would go for a BMW X3, and for a better price and better looking, I would probably go Audi Q5. So that's all for today with the GLC 300 4MATIC. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe to this channel. It really helps. Press the like button if you like it. Don't press the dislike button. Just till next time, be well. Bye-bye.
Perfect.